Hi, Taurus. This is Intuitive Truth Seeker here with your messages. Taurus, these messages may be for you or someone that is in your energy. If these messages does not all pertains to you, only take what does and leave the rest. So, Taurus, here are your messages. In the recent past, this masculine here, who could be a wealthy business owner, who could be in a leadership position, a father figure, a person of authority. And he could also be a Taurus. So Taurus, this could be you. He has material wealth, financial abundance, and worldly worldly success. He could be married and has faithfully provided for his family. This is someone who is confident and successful at attracting and managing wealth. This masculine can translate his vision into something tangible, practical, and often very lucrative. Money flows easily and abundantly to this masculine. This masculine went into solitude in the recent past or recently. They went within to do some soul searching, to find introspection. They went into solitude or went within themselves to gain inner wisdom. This person took some alone time to gain inner guidance, truth seeking. He did some deep thinking about several things. And one area that he focused on was on a feminine or a woman around his energy. He thought about a lot of things, several things, but one area that he focused on was on this feminine or this woman around his energy. This could be someone he is near or who is near or around his energy. And he could even work with this feminine or woman, or this feminine or woman could work for him because he's in leadership. This person was heavily on the mind of this masculine when he went into solitude. This feminine, this woman, especially her character. He, he thought very heavily about this woman's character while he was in solitude or while he went within in his quiet space. This woman that he could work with or who could be an employee is near this masculine's energy. This is a woman who seems completely sweet. This is the impression she gives off to the world. But it is all a cover up. So while this masculine was in solitude, she was on one of the things he thought about. And what he was thinking about is looking at her character, looking at her behaviors. This woman is completely self absorbed. She can be very selfish and even envious when others' successes seems greater than hers. She is smothering, jealous, deceptive, and devious. This masculine who could be in leadership, could be a supervisor, could be a boss, could be an authority figure, works very close with this woman. And in the recent past, he went into introspection, to solitude, to gain introspection. And she was one of the many things that was on his mind. But what he thought about was seeing everything that this woman is. This woman is always suspicious of others. Always suspicious of others. Always mistrusting of others. This woman home could be untidy or even unkept. She could lack order in her home. And this is because she lost the ability to take care of herself and her surroundings. Because her focus is on material. And this may manifest negatively, making her greedy and yet lacking in her sense of duty and capability. This masculine needed to meditate about this woman that he works so close to, in proximity with. This masculine had to go within because this woman is a hot mess I'm getting. And he sees it. He knows it. There could have been some conflict with this woman and others. Could be people in the workplace. And this masculine, who could be a supervisor, a boss, authority figure, although he realizes that this woman could be the cause of all the past conflicts, the way he deals with conflict or disagreement is to avoid it all together by getting away from it. He could have locked himself in an office to get away from the conflict. Some sorts of resolution happened to put an end to the conflict. Could have been that the parties or the people involved, which include this woman who is jealous, who is mistrusting, who works very close with this masculine, could include this person. A meeting could have happened to try to put an end to the conflict, to litigate discussions between these parties that had this conflict. And this authority figure thought all that was involved were agreeing to disagree. He thought all that was involved were in this meeting. This meeting will help to bring resolution, to help to bring agreements. And he thought that this litigation, this meeting would end the conflict and that these people, including a woman that is very close to him, he probably works very close to this woman. He thought that this meeting or litigation would have ended the conflict between these people and that these people would just respect each other differences, because this environment, a work environment, might be very diverse. So he thought by having a meeting or litigating, these two litigating and discussing their differences, that they would agree to put it behind them and move along. This masculine thought that all who were involved in this conflict as work through their issues and that he did not have any more issues to worry about. This team or this group of people with this conflict may have been compelling or competing as well in the workplace. They may have been competing with each other. Or this woman he works with is a person that loves to compete. She always get jealous of what other people have, of other people's success. This masculine went into solitude to soul search. He knows that this woman is a jealous woman. He knows that this woman is a mistrusting woman. He knows that this woman is a devious woman. And he went into soul searching in solitude. And he thought that this conflict came to an end. But to his surprise, the conflict is still there. The conflict is still there. But now someone or everyone is having some internal conflict. This woman who is self centered, jealous, and smothering is at the center of it all. These people who were involved, or these people in this environment, they have a lot of pent up frustrations. Someone in this group also is having some deep seated fear and anxiety and worry. Everyone could be avoiding each other. And this is one of the reasons for the pent up frustration, because people are not allowed or trusting to have open dialogue without retaliation. Everyone could be avoiding each other and staying away from each other, while the cause of all the conflict is this woman who is devious, deceitful, and possibly work very close to this masculine who could be a supervisor, a boss figure, a authority figure, someone in leadership who is very wealthy, financially stable, but everyone may feel as if they may there may be some retaliation if they were to speak their truth about this woman that this masculine works very close with. And the masculine knows because he went into solitude, went into deep inner thoughts, thinking about this woman he works very close with, her behaviors, her character, how mistrusting she is, how jealous she is, how self centered she is. This masculine could show up in the read because he could be a boss, a supervisor, or a supervisor, or could be in leadership, a authority figure in a workplace, a work environment. This is someone who is all about money, this boss figure. He's all about money. And he is confident, successful, and he is not afraid to show off his wealth. He may like to show off his new vehicles. He may even order expensive champagne whenever he celebrates without even looking at the price. He may have taken some time away from the workplace to find introspection of what's going on within his leadership. He could be a bit of a loner. He may focus entirely on his work and doesn't have much of a personal life. This is someone who spends all day in his office. Then he will go home and go straight to bed. This person values alone time. He is financially savvy, also have a tendency towards solitude and introspection. Recently, some sudden changes happen within your home or workplace. It seems whatever this change is could have brought with it a revelation, a sudden insight, or a sudden awakening about your stability, your wealth, and traditions. This could be about your home, a domestic situation, or love, or a about your long-term success. Could be family inheritance, something about your family inheritance, something has changed. If this is in a work environment, you may have been a part of a work environment for years, and you may have inherited something within this work environment or even within your family. The people you work with feels like family to you, as well as you have been so used to traditions within this family or within this work environment or workplace. And recently you have had a sudden awakening, something changed, or some changes are coming. And you have realized that the old structures or the old ways of thinking or doing things, or the old structure or traditional ways of doing things in your workplace, in your work environment, even in your family, are being challenged and could potentially diminish. You were struggling between holding on to this past and embracing the future. Massive, groundbreaking changes is happening or is on the way. You have an awakening to the fact that you will have to let go of some outdated systems and embrace change for everyone to see growth. You may have felt that the stability and security, your stability and your security in your home, in your family, or in your workplace is being threatened by a unexpected change, or something has happened recently that made you felt as if your stability and security is being threatened by whatever change this was that happened in your workplace or in your family. And you felt as if the things you used to do, the traditional, old, outdated things you used to do within this family, within this work environment, is of the past. If this change has happened in your work or your career, then the structure or traditional ways of doing things is being dismantled. And there is a need for you to embrace change so that you can move forward and grow. You or someone is preparing to move, could be thinking about a move. Preparing to move or thinking about a move. To go somewhere that you can expand your horizon. You were facing some upheaval or challenges. So, because of this, you thought about expanding your career with an already established business, possibly venturing out on your own or merging with a business that is already established. You may have even been planning to move overseas or expand an enterprise. But something unexpectedly happened in your career. Could be an event that happened or a revolution that you had. that had disrupted your career path, and somehow this had led to a loss of stability or a loss of the old structure that you are used to within this traditional family or work environment. Or you may be at risk of losing your job. But whatever this was, it has given you the opportunity to take a different and more expansive path. You could be more open to expanding on more financial opportunities. Something you had wished for did not come true. You did not get your wish, and you're feeling a lack of inner joy, dissatisfied, smudges, materialism. You may be feeling like you are at a standstill, like something is blocking your progress. You have been thinking, planning. You are ready for new challenges and opportunities, whether that's in your personal life or your professional life. You have a vision for what you want, and you are willing to put in the effort to make it happen. So you could have been planning out some expansion or something adventurous, wishing for something, desiring something, but your wishes and your and satisfaction are not being met or are not fulfilled. And you're feeling dissatisfied with your current situation, whether in your personal life or your professional life. And also, your material desires are not being met. Something you wished for is not happening. You could also be feeling complacent also, and it's taking your blessings for granted. You may not be appreciating all you have in your life. You may be being ungrateful. You are uncertain about your career path. You are uncertain about your career path. To reach your potential, you need to work hard or use your skills or master an apprenticeship to see some positive developments. You must focus and work hard on your task and create high quality work and focus on your task. You must really strive to be the best at your craft, in your work. The task that you need to accomplish. Your task. The task that you need to accomplish, to be accomplished. The task that you need to be accomplished can be personal or can be professional. No matter what type of task it is, do not be afraid to ask for help when things get overwhelming. You need to put the effort in and work hard to accomplish your desired outcome. I have two additional message here for you, Taurus, from Spirit. Spirit wants you to know, Taurus, that people in your workplace are trying to block your progress. And we were just talking about your workplace because it seems this read is all about your workplace. Now, I did see some family matters in there, but it seems like it's still in this workplace that everyone seems to be family. And the reason why they seems to be family is because you've been there for uh, many years, maybe. Spirit also wants you to know that support is on its way. A helping hand is on its way to you. Taurus, please like, share, and subscribe the video. Thank you for your support to my channel. Thank you for being a part of this soul family. Thank you for your likes, for your share, and your subscriptions. I am sending you much love and much blessings, Taurus. Until next time, please comment down below and keep the comments positive. So positivity will continue to flow. Thank you, Taurus. Love you. Mwah.